Hello, hello. Can everybody take a seat, please, so we can start the program on time? Before we start the program today, please put your cell phone on a vibrate during the ceremony. Hello, everyone. Myself and Kiran, on behalf of Reya's family, welcome you to this performance of Reya Arangetram ceremony. As all of you know, She started this journey when she was 3 years old. After 14 years of her hard work, she's finished up this year, and I'm so proud of her making it this moment today. So please give a huge round of applause. Now, it is my privilege to introduce the gurus of RT School, Dr. Brajam Ramamurthy and Dr. Malti Kohli. Our founders and senior gurus of the school. And we have a new gurus. Asha Joseph has been with this school since 2015. And her role is Architects Director. RT School also has a newest addition in the facility, Janvi Rajagopal. Please help me welcome Guru Rajagopal Janvi so she can introduce our intern, who will be the master of the ceremony for this evening. Thank you, everyone, and please enjoy the ceremony.
Thank you so much, Girish. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Arangetram of Reya Patel. I'd like to take a few minutes to introduce our MCs for tonight, who also happen to be students of Aarti School and interns. First, we have Shivi Goyal. Shivi recently had her Arangetram on August 7th and did a phenomenal job. She's in her first year of her Aarti School internship and is a junior at my alma mater, Health Careers High School. Go Phoenix. And Shivi will be assisting tonight with the awards. Next, we have Pooja Rajaram. Pooja also recently completed her Arangetram on August 14th and performed beautifully. She is also in her first year as an intern at Aarti School and a junior also at Health Careers High School. Tonight, Pooja will be assisting with costuming and makeup. Next, we have Alina Nalian. Alina finished her Arangetram on July 10th and did an outstanding job. She is in her second year of her internship at Aarti School and is a senior at Johnson High School. Today, she is assisting with our announcements. And finally, we have Geetanjali Denton. Geetanjali had her Arangetram in 2019 and is also in her second year of her internship. She is a senior at Alamo Heights High School, and tonight will be assisting with stage management. On behalf of myself and all the gurus of Aarti School, we sincerely thank each and every one of you for being present here to celebrate the achievement of our young Bharatanatyam artist, Reya Patel. I'd like to go ahead and invite Shivi to start with the program.
Good afternoon. I and my fellow interns also add our welcome to all of you. We, along with the gurus, work hard to create not just a performance, but an experience that is enjoyed by you, with information that is educational, uplifting, and takes you to a different place. Please sit back and enjoy the show. Let us begin with the first dance, Pushpanjali, an invocation on Shiva. The Bharatanatyam performance begins with an invocation to the divine, seeking the blessings of God, gurus, elders, and the audience. The dancer pays obeisance to the great Lord Shiva, god of dance. Pushpanjali in Ragam Aberi and Adi Talam, choreographed by Guru Seshadri Iyengar.
That was a fantastic beginning, Reya. We move on to Alari Poo. The word Alari Poo literally means blossoming of a flower. And in this rendition, the background music for this is unique. For Elise, meaning For Elise, was composed by Beethoven in 1810. It is one of the most popular pieces of piano music in the world. While following the pattern for a traditional Alari Poo, the choreography is completely out of the box in concept. As Reya's Arangetram was originally set for 2020, the choreography for this item was done during the height of the Olympic Games. We want you to guess the games depicted here and the context. Please make sure to keep the left aisle free and clear. Reya will be joined by Harshada Krishna Kumar, Riya Vazir, Nutha Jayprakash, Parvati Kaushik, and Anne-Marie Serial. Alari Poo in Tisra Nade or Beats of Three, choreographed by Guru Rajam Ramamurthy.
தையும் தத்தாம் கிடதகதா தையும் தத்தாம் கிடதகதா தையும் தத்தாம் கிடதகதளங்குதோம் தரிங்கணதோம் தாம் தாம் கிடதகதை தை கிடதகதாம் தாம் கிடதகதை தை கிடதகதாம் தாம் தை தத்தை தாம் தாம் தை தத்தை தாம் தாம் தை தத்தை தாம் தாம் தை தாம் தாம் தை ததை 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 தாம் தாம் தை தை தாம் தாம் தை ததை 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 தாம் தாம் தை தை தாம் தாம் தை ததை தாம் தாம் தை ததை தாம் தாம் தை ததை தாம் தாம் தை ததை தாம் தாம் கிடதகதை உதா தை கிடதகதாம் தாம் கிடதகதை உதா தை கிடதகதாம் தாம் தை தத்தை தாம் தாம் தை தத்தை தாம் தாம் தை தத்தை தாம் தாம் தை தத்தை தாம் தாம் தை ததை 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 தாம் தாம் தை தை தாம் தாம் தை ததை 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 தாம் தாம் தை தை தாம் தாம் தை ததை தாம் தாம் தை day dum day dum day 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 day dum hit dum get a day da day get a dum hit dum get a day da day get a dum hit dum day that day 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 dum the dum day the 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 day da ga da jam day da jam da ga ga day day da ding na tom da ga ding na tom da ga ding na tom tam hit tam hit da ga da ga hit 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 da ga thalang tom kar do tar kar tom ta tay tayum ta tam kida da ga da tay tayum ta tam kida da ga dam hit tam
That was beautiful, Reya. It was very precise and exact, just like an Alari Poo should be. All your hard work was shown off. I hope you all enjoyed the fun and innovative dance Rajamanti created. This dance was actually choreographed when the Olympic Games were occurring this year, and it was the inspiration of the piece. Rajamanti tried to incorporate all the Olympic events in the dance. I'm hoping some of you can identify them. Any guesses as to how many Olympic sports were used? Anyone? 7, 8. There were actually 11, some including volleyball, swimming, taekwondo, fencing, tennis, rhythmic gymnastics, and basketball, and many more. Now, we move on to the next dance, Jathi Swaram. Basic units of Bharatanatyam, called adavus, are woven together in intricate patterns called Jathi to conform to the tala or beat. The song uses Carnatic music symbols called swara that are repeated as the dancer creates various jathis or patterns of movement, hence the name Jathi Swaram. This piece was originally choreographed for Reya and her group for their Salange Puja. It has been reworked by Guru Malati Koli as a solo piece. Jathi Swaram in Raga Rasika Priya and Tala Rubakam, choreographed by Guru Malati Koli.
ಪದ ಪಮಗ ಮಗ ಸಾ ನೀ
Ditta kutana kutajam tarida ditta taditta tajam thanam gedim takita takaditta kutana kutajam taridai dittai udatittai tajam thanam gedim takita taditta kutana kutajam tari ditta kutana kutajam tarida ditta kajam takaditta kajam tattakajam takatakajam takatakatum takatakanam kratakadargadam takkratakadargadam takadikku kratakadargadam
சரி கமா பத நிசா நீத பத பமக மக சரி கமா பத நிசா நீத பத பமக மக சரி கமா பத நிசா நீத பத பமக மக சரி கமா பத Gama pada nisa nida pada pamaga maga sari gama pada nisa nida pada pamaga maga sari gama pada nisa nida pada pamaga maga sari gama pada nisa pada pamaga maga sari gama pada nisa nida pada pamaga maga sari gama pada nisa nida pada pamaga maga sari gama pada nisa risa nida pada pamaga risa ni sari gama Sari Gama Pada Nisa Nida Pada Pamaga Maga Sari Gama Pada Nisa Nida Pada Pamaga Maga gama da pa ma ga ri sa sa ri ri ga ma ma pa da da ni sa 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 ri ni da da pa pa ma ma ga ga ri ri sa ni sa ri sa ni da pa ga ma da pa ma ga ri sa sa ri ri ga ma ma pa da da ni sa 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 ni ni da da pa pa ma ma ga ga ri ri sa ni sa ri sa ni sa ri sa ni sa ri sa sa ma pa da pa ma pa da pa ma pa da pa pa ni sa ri sa ni sa ri sa ma ma ga ri sa ni da pa da pa ma ga sa ri ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa da pa ma ga sa ri ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa da pa ma ga sa ri ga ma pa da ni sa.
That was beautiful, Reya. It gives me great pleasure to invite Jaina and Misha Patel, cousins of Reya, who would like to share a few words about Reya. Jaina is an 11th grader and Misha is in 9th. Both attend Basis Chavano High School and were former students of the Arti School. Please welcome Jaina and Misha.
Hi everyone, my name is Jaina Patel and I'm Reya's cousin and friend. First, I'd like to thank everyone for being here to celebrate Reya's Arangetram. I know it means the world to her that you are all here for this fantastic event. I have known Reya all my life. As many of you know, we do almost everything together, from dance to roller skating to volleyball, softball, all that good stuff. But Reya has always loved dance more than anything, and her commitment to it is incredible. She worked so hard to get to where she is through the injuries and exhausting days. She has always made time and love for dance, and I could not have more tremendous respect for her. When I was younger, I never looked forward to dancing, but I did look forward to seeing Reya at dance. She's the light of my life and always will be. Making Reya happy is one of my biggest goals because I know that our bond is everlasting. Although friendship or family may be temporary, friendship is forever. To look back at it in the most critical moments, I will take every pain Reya takes with her, not just as her family, but also as her friend. Today is the accumulation of hard work, sweat, and tears, but she is not finished yet. This is not final. It is, however, a significant milestone in her voyage of discovery. Reya opened her mind to new ideas and concepts, and it shows. Last spring, Reya convinced me to join the softball team, and I was skeptical that I would hate it. I told her I would try out because I am not too fond of softball. Turns out I love it more than anything, and she loves it more than me. I was impressed by how easy it was for her to adapt to new sports and conditions. It was hard at first. We both started terribly, but she was so enthusiastic about it, and by our second game, she was playing second base, which is crazy. And her swings were the best thing I've ever seen. We started volleyball when Reya was in 7th grade. Volleyball has always been a part of both of us. Reya tried out with me when I was in 7th grade because I was too nervous about doing it on my own. I don't think I told her how much it meant to me. We both didn't make it, but we made perfect memories together. Since then, Reya has always been my game partner. Any practice, any game, she will always warm up with me. Even if we're the worst at it together, she'll never give up on me. And that's what means the most. I know that we might not always agree on the same things and not always be into the same things, but I know she'll always make an effort to try something I like. I know we are all amazed by what Reya is doing today and can't wait to see what is coming from such a talented and bright individual. Thank you.
Hi,
To those who don't know me, I'm Misha, Reya's other cousin. While trying to write this, I didn't know what exactly to write because there's just so many good things about her, but not enough time to talk. But to start us off, I'd like to say to Reya, the nicest, sweetest, most courageous person in this family, congratulations on making it this far into your dance career. We are all so very happy to see you go through this major milestone in your life. When I was younger, Reya was always someone I could go to talk to about anything that was on my mind. Sometimes it was dance, food, life, or something similar. But no matter what it was, she would sit there and listen to me, even if I was just blabbering random nonsense she didn't even care about. She's the most understanding person I have ever met in my life. She would sit there and listen to me until my older sister, Jaina, stole her away. Even now, when my little brother Om is being a bad boy, she never yells or gets mad at him, which is really hard to do. Instead, she talks to him slowly and calmly until he understands. She's the exact replica of our grandmother, Leela Patel, but minus all the Swaminarayan stuff. She has always supported me in the things that I wanted to do, and I will always support her in the ways that she needs. So I would like to end this off by saying, Reya Ben, you have come so far, and I am so proud of you. And I hope that you can keep doing the things that you love and that make you happy. And to the audience, thank you for coming here to celebrate Reya Ben's Arangetram with us. Thank you.
Thank you for those wonderful words about Reya. It's sweet to hear how strong of a bond you all have, not just as cousins, but as friends. Varnam, the most elaborate item in a Bharatanatyam dance repertoire, gives the artist the opportunity to use abhinaya, or expressions, to tell a story. In the first half, the choreographer has brought in the story of the birth of Krishna, his friendship with Sudama, with whom he went to school, and his frolicking with the Gopikas, the milkmaids in Madura. In the fast-paced second half, the episode where Krishna lifts the Govardhan mountain and the final surrender of the devotee to the divine are enacted. Reya will demonstrate the stories that she will convey in the dance. I call Guru Rajam Ramamurthy to help with the demonstration.
Namaste. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ganesh Ashta Avadani. It's a very special, skilled person, a literary genius, composer, lyricist. He composed Kaho Kaun Sa Bidai Tujhko. Keeping in mind Radha, an epitome of selfless love, the love which knew no boundaries, no age, no community. It is this devotion which pulled Krishna to play his beautiful flute. And it is the same devotion which drove Radha to Ras Leela, forgetting her own self. This love, this devotion, this karma, pure as prayer, as silent meditation, is what makes Radha divine. This is what turns a devotee into a god. Radha Krishna have been a part of poetry, drama, folklore since time immemorial. The stories told about Krishna are many, as all of you know. He's a favorite of dancers. In Carnatic music, we are given the opportunity to get into storytelling and expression of emotions that sets Bharatanatyam apart from all classical dances of the world. And this is precisely the reason why we do not do Arangetrams too early when the child is too young. You can teach dances to 11-year-old, 12-year-old, but they cannot emote. These emotions are unknown to them. So we wait for the dancer, the student, to reach a certain age so these kinds of feelings can be expressed easily. When I was working with this particular item many years ago for the first time, I really didn't understand the language very much. And I was helped a great deal by Pamposh Tusu, who is well versed in the language, and she actually translated each and every word to me, because in order to choreograph something, you should know the meaning of the song. So I am eternally thankful to her. We wanted to recognize her here today, but she couldn't be with us here today. So Pamposh, thank you from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of the Arati School. Reya will now demonstrate some of this storytelling. And this will set the stage for you to enjoy all the stories that she is going to be doing in dance. Devaki gives birth to Krishna in prison, where she and her husband were kept by the wicked king Kamsa, brother of Devaki. He destroyed every male child, including 7 of Devaki's. Determined to save their 8th child, Vasudeva, helped by several miracles, takes baby Krishna across the river in torrential rain to the pre-arranged home of Nanda and Yashoda in a dairy farming village. He exchanges Krishna for their baby girl and returns to the prison. In the next episode, Sudama, from a very poor Brahmin family, and Krishna go to the same Gurukulam. It is like a residential school. When the boys became teenagers, they were sent to this place to study. They grow up to be close friends, and as young men, leave the ashram. Sudama and his wife Sushila have many children. Very poor, they could not even feed the children. Sushila encourages Sudama to go to Krishna for help. At first, he is hesitant. Then, at the prospect of seeing his friend, he carries some poha, puffed rice, in a bundle and ventures out to Dwaraka. Overwhelmed at the grandeur of Krishna's palace, he is hesitant to go forward. Krishna sees him and welcomes him in the most traditional way, washing his feet, giving him a seat, and giving him scrumptious meal. He then asks jokingly, "What did you bring for me, Sudama?" Sudama is hesitant to give the meager puffed rice. Krishna grabs the bundle from him and happily eats one handful, second handful, and a third, and is stopped by his wife. If he takes the third handful, he is giving away everything he has. Sudama returns to his village and is surprised to see that it has changed into a prosperous town. He is lost in the thought of Krishna and the miracle. In the next episode, Krishna, a mischievous young boy, is always playfully teasing the milkmaids, breaking their pots, stealing butter. The Gopikas are secretly loving all this, but outwardly they are angry. They dream of dancing with Krishna, the Ras Leela. Again, torrential rains and flooding cause the villagers to seek Krishna's help. He lifts the Govardhanagiri, a mountain, and holds it like an umbrella to protect the people and the animals. Thank you. Reya? So, the world worships Radha to celebrate the bond of love and devotion, one of the paths to realize the truth mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Lakshmi, incarnation of Rukmini, was supposed to be a silent supporter, very important, but less conspicuous. And this was by their own design, their own strategy, and their master plan for us, ordinary human beings. Thank you.
माधवी रहो मन में मेरे प्रीतम मेरे प्रीतम करूं कौन सा विदाई तुझको भरूं कौन सा आंसू मुझको करूं कौन सा विदाई तुझको भरूं कौन सा आंसू मुझको करूं कौन सा विदाई तुझको भरूं कौन सा आंसू मुझको करूं कौन सा विदाई तुझको
डंगुतक धिगुतक तधिंग न तुम ता धी झ न को धी झ न को झ न को ता धी तुम नम ता धिक तुम नम किट तक तत्रि किट तुम ता धि झंड को धि झंड को झंड को ता धि तुम नम तद्धि तुम नम किट तक तद्धि किट तुम तक धि झंड को धि झंड को झंड को ता धि तुम नम तद्धि तुम नम किट तक तद्धि किट तुम तद्धि झट को धि झंड को झंड को तद्धि तुम नम तद्धि तुम नम किट तक तद्धि किट तुम तक धि झंड को धि झंड को झंड को तद्धि तुम नम तद्धि तुम नम किट तक तद्धि किट तुम तद्धि झंड को धि झंड को झंड को तद्धि तुम नम तद्धि तुम नम किट तक तद्धि किट तुम तक धि झंड को धि झंड को झंड को तद्धि तुम नम तद्धि तुम नम किट तक तद्धि किट तुम तद्धि झंड को तद्धि तुम नम किट तक तद्धि किट तुम तक धि झंड को धि तुम नम तक किट तक तद्धि किट तुम तद्धि झंड को तद्धि तुम नम किट तक तद्धि किट तुम तक धि झंड को धि तुम नम तक किट तक तद्धि किट तुम तद्धि तुम नम धि तुम नम तद्धि तुम नम धि तुम नम तक धि तुम नम धि तुम नम तक धि तुम नम धि तुम नम तक धि तुम नम ता धि तुम नम ता तुम नम ता तुम ता तत धिंग न तुम तत धिंग न तुम तत धिंग न तुम ता तत तुम नम ता धि तुम नम ता तुम नम ता नम ता तत धिंग न तुम ता धिंग न तुम ता धिंग न तुम ते तत तुम नम ता धि तुम नम ता तुम नम ता नम ता तत धिम तक धि कुता धिंग न तुम तक धिम तक धि कुता धिंग न तुम किट तक धिम किट तक तधि किट तुम
करो कौन सा विदाई तुझको भरूं कौन सा आंसू मुझको करूं कौन सा विदाई तुझको करूं कौन सा विदाई तुझको भरूं कौन सा आंसू मुझको भरूं कौन सा आंसू मुझको करूं कौन सा विदाई तुझको भरूं कौन सा आंसू मुझको करूं कौन सा विदाई तुझको भरूं कौन सा आंसू मुझको करूं कौन सा विदाई तुझको भरूं कौन सा
धंडन गुतक धि गुतक तत धिंग न तुम तत धि तधि तत धंड तत झुंडू तत धिमी तधि तधंड तत झुंडू तत धिमी तत धंड तत झुंडू तत धिमी तधि तुम तत धि तधि तत धंड तत झुंडू तत धिमी तधि तधंड तत झुंडू तत धिमी तधि तधंड तत झुंडू तत धिमी तधि तुम तत धि तम तद्धि तद्धन्न तज्झुन्नु तद्धिमि तद्धिगण तुम तद्धि तद्धि धिम तद्धि तद्धन्न तज्झुन्नु तद्धिमि तद्धिगण तुम तद्धि तम तद्धि धन्न तद्धन्न तम तद्धन्न झुन्नु तज्झुन्नु तम तज्झुन्नु धिमि तद्धिमि तम तद्धिमि किट तद्धि किट तगधरि किट तुम तम तद्धि तद्धन्न किट तगधरि किट तुम तद्धि किट तुम तै तद्धि तद्धन्न झुन्नु किट तगधरि किट तुम तद्धि किट तुम तगधि तद्धि किट तुम
सा विदाई तुझको भरूं कौन सा आंसू मुझको कहो कन्हैया साजन माधव रहूं मन में मेरे प्रीतम कहो कन्हैया साजन माधव रहूं मन में मेरे प्रीतम कहो कन्हैया साजन माधव मेरे प्रीतम माधव रहो मन में मेरे प्रीतम कहो माधव कहो कन्हैया साजन माधव रहो मन में मेरे प्रीतम करू कौन सा विदाई तुझको भरूं कौन सा आंसू मुझको कहो कन्हैया साजन माधव रहो मन में मेरे प्रीतम सासनी निसादनी प म प म प सद निसनी निस सा सासनी निसादनी प म प सद निस नि निस रि 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 स रि प ग म रि रि स रि रि स द नी म प द नि स रि ग म रि स द नि प स द नि सा रि रि स द नि म प सा प ग म रि स करूं कौन सा विदाई तुझको मत जाओ यदि कहूँ अपशकुन कहूँ यदि जाओ स्नेह विहीन खड़ो इधर यदि कहो अधिकार याद रखो यदि कहो बहुनिकार यदि कहो कुछ कहो तवाधीष्ट उदासीनता वही महानिष्ठ मत जाओ यदि कहो अपशकुन कहो यदि जाओ स्नेह विहीन खड़ो इधर यदि कहो अधिकार याद रखो यदि कहो बहुनिकार यदि कहो कुछ कहो तवाधीष्ट उदासीनता वही महानिष्ठ करो कौन सा विदाई तुझको भरूं कौन सा आंसू मुझको करूं कौन सा विदाई तुझको विदाई तुझको माधव कन्हैया प्रीतम जाओ जाओ प्रिय मेरा यादव जीवन से मेरा माधव जाओ जाओ प्रिय मेरा यादव जीवन से मेरा माधव जाओ जाओ प्रिय मेरा यादव जीवन से मेरा माधव जाओ जाओ प्रिय मेरा यादव जीवन से मेरा माधव जाओ जाओ प्रिय मेरा यादव जीवन से मेरा माधव जाओ जाओ प्रिय मेरा यादव म पद नि स रि नि स रि स रि स द नि प प ग म रि स नि स नि प स प नि प ग म रि स म पद नि स रि नि स नि स रि स द नि प प ग म रि स नि स नि प स प नि प ग म रि स जाओ जाओ प्रिय मेरा यादव रास भूल कर जा सकते हो, श्वास बंद कर गा सकती हूँ, रास भूल कर जा सकते हो, श्वास बंद कर गा सकती हूँ, रास भूल कर माधवा। रास भूल कर जा सकते हो, श्वास बंद कर गा सकती हूँ, रास भूल कर जा सकते हो, श्वास बंद कर गा सकती हूँ, जाओ जाओ प्रिय मेरा यादव। धनी पग मदनी सनी पग मरी स मदनी रि सनी प नी पग मरी स धनी पग मदनी सनी पग मरी स मदनी रि सनी प नी पग मरी स। जाओ जाओ प्रिय मेरा यादव, जीवन से मेरा माधव, जमुना अपनी नीलिम तुझसे पाकर बहुती श्याम समझ से, जमुना अपनी नीलिम तुझसे पाकर बहुती श्याम समझ से। जाओ जाओ प्रिय मेरा यादव, जीवन से मेरा माधव, मपनी धनी निसा निसरी सनि सनि दग गा मरी स निधनि निसा, मपनी धनी निसा निसरी सनि सनि दग गा मरी स निधनि निसा। जाओ जाओ प्रिय मेरा यादव, जीवन से मेरा माधव, गोवर्धन गिरि बल से तेरा संवर्धन पर है ना सारा, गोवर्धन गिरि बल से तेरा संवर्धन पर है ना सारा। जाओ जाओ प्रिय मेरा यादव, जीवन से मेरा माधव। सरि म पद नि म पद नि स नि सरि सरि सदा नि प, सरि म पद नि म पद नि स नि सरि सरि सदा नि प, रि प ग म ग म म द द नि नि स सा प ग म रि स, रि प ग म ग म म द द नि नि स सा प ग म रि स ग म रि स म प नि द नि नि सा नि स रि स रि स म प नि द नि zari zari sa ma ba ni da ni pa ni zari zari sa ma ba ni da ni pa ga ma ni da ni sa kanhaiya madhav kanhaiya madhav
That was an amazing performance, Reya. Friends, let's give Reya another round of applause. It is my honor to introduce the guest of honor. It is with great pleasure that we welcome Dean Nelly Rovira, Dean of School of Basis, Chavano Park campus. She is known to the students as Shifu Rovira, an honorable name used to address a teacher of martial arts. As a martial artist, she started her training at the age of 12 at the Institute of Kung Fu Pak Chi Pai in Puerto Rico and acquired the black belt title 1993. She also learned various other disciplines like judo, taekwondo, and kickboxing at the university level. In 2005, she moved to San Antonio and was part of the San Antonio Shaolin Traditional Kung Fu School from 2008 to 2013. Being able to visit the Shaolin Temple in Henan, China, and receive private training at the Tagua Shaolin School in Henan, China, and take continuous classes with Shaolin monk 31st generation master Shi Deshan in San Antonio and Houston Shaolin Temple are some of the highlights of her career. She has a bachelor's degree in advertising and public relations with a minor in physical education and sports management. She is committed to continue to expand her knowledge in Kung Fu and Tajiquan and transfer it to newer generations to form a community of mentally and physically fit individuals. As the Chavano campus dean, she is committed to serve the students reach their academic goals. Also, important to her is to help them become complete individuals, ready to integrate in the professional world. One of her goals is to provide students with a solid foundation in physical activity to maintain a healthy and balanced life, even as they develop their intellect through study. As a Spanish capstone teacher, she expanded the students' perspectives about the richness of the Hispanic culture and other cultures, so they can open their minds to appreciate the diversity and explore other cultures and the impact they have on people all over the world. Please help us welcome Dean Nelly Rovira, who will now share with us her interactions with Reya and the importance of fitness of the body-mind complex. Thank you.
All right. Good afternoon, family and friends. Thank you very much for the opportunity that you've given me. I'm honored to be here. I am extremely happy and excited for Reya today. I can see how much work, effort, and sacrifices she has made to be able to be here today. In our terms in Kung Fu, we would say she has great Kung Fu, which is mastery through time and effort. So Reya has good Kung Fu. I would like to give you a little story about myself. I am the dean for high school at Basis Chavano, which is where the school that Reya attends, and some of the other students I have seen today. Throughout my years at Chavano as a teacher, coach, mentor, advisor, and sports sponsor, I have met Reya through the varsity team, the varsity volleyball program, since last year. I'm also a parent of a close friend who's around here for Reya. As the previous varsity volleyball sponsor, it's important to note that Reya, having a very rigorous academic environment, and you know, if you've been in Chavano, and great academic load with multiple hours at night of studying. She also participated and competed at the varsity volleyball level last year and also this year. So yes, they made the team. She is a great teammate. She's an excellent student athlete. This past year, her team went to the Texas State Championship, which proved to be an outstanding accomplishment even during the COVID pandemic. During practices and games, I have seen how committed and passionate she is on each of her practices and games, giving her 100% every time she's in the court. Her improvement is evident in her service and in her defensive skills. I actually was so happy to see her second performance where I immediately saw that she was bumping and setting. I saw that. Her improvement is evident, and it is a joy to see her and how a student can overcome any challenge and come out victoriously when they put the effort, the passion, and the desire to achieve the goal. That's Reya. As a student, always respectful, caring, with a big smile on her face. She is very studious and seriously goal-oriented in her academics. As a dean, of course, I have never had her in my office. You know, the kind of calls I have to make, never. She's just a joy to have. But the contrary, the teachers express their gratitude for having such a great student and person at school, showing her great work ethics, which will definitely impact her college years and career positively. Today, we celebrate her culmination of many years of hard work, as I heard, starting at 3 years old, studying all of the aspects of this important classical ancient dance, and all the attributes the dancer must show in each step, in each dance, in each gesture, and every single movement of the body. The traditions, the meaning, and the spiritual connection to her expression of her dance has been a topic of hard work for her throughout of her life. It is essential that you understand your own cultural background and the importance of keeping it alive, no matter where you are from or where you go to live. When you dive yourself in understanding your cultural background, your traditions, everything that your ancestors lived, your history, you can definitely be able to establish a true identity and know who you were, who you are, and your future self. My story is like one of Reya's, full of passions and decisions to pursue a goal. Mine is in martial arts, as you heard. I remember when I was 7 years old, my grandmother gave me a book from my grandfathers who at that time had passed away. And it was a book about a yogi. And it was a 1800 book, and he had it there. I remember when she gave it to me, I studied that book, every single posture that I saw, every single pose. And then a burning passion started there. At 9 years old, I loved everything that I saw in that book, and that's where my love of the Asian cultures was born. I, as being a person of a divorced parent, being the youngest one of the family, my mom couldn't afford to take me to a class like gymnastics or something like that. So I had to watch the kids play in the street. Well, because I was the smallest one, I could not play tag or anything like that. And I would just immerse myself in the books, reading about yoga, reading about culture, reading about everything that has to do with Asian cultures, in particular India and China. And at night, I would go to sleep, and I don't know why, I felt like I was losing my head. I would hear the sound, kia, 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 and I would say, I'm losing my mind. Well, to tell you the truth, right behind my house, in the second floor, there was a kwon. There was a school for martial arts, in particular Chinese martial arts. But because of me, I didn't understand what was happening. And moving forward, I was watching on Saturday all of the movies I could find, everything I could see, everything I could read to expand my knowledge, self-knowledge at that moment. I didn't have a guru. I didn't have a teacher at that moment. But they say when the student is ready, there's always a teacher. And so it was. My graduation, when I was going to sixth grade graduation, my mom would do my dress. So we went to the town that I'm from, and we're walking, and in the store, the fabric, she opens, and we're watching, which fabric I was going to buy. And when I look up, I see a window, which I could see outside the window. There was this wooden house in front of the store. And as I am looking at the fabric and looking outside, I see some symbols painted on that wooden house. There was a door that opened, and when it opened, I saw my guru, my teacher, coming out with a full ensemble dressed, which I had already understood. And I remember telling my mom at 12 years old, Mom, wait for me, I'll be back. She looked at me, she said, where are you going? I'm going to my school. What school? That is my school. I exit the store, went to the person, and he said, so you want to learn Kung Fu? Okay, you will be here on Tuesday. Never be late, never be absent. Exactly what I did for many, many multiple years. I remember going there, and then classes were Tuesday and Thursdays. I would go on Monday too, and I sit outside of the classroom, the school. My guru, my teacher said, what are you doing there? Step inside. And I was like, yes, that's what I want. Another day of practice. Of course, that's where the advanced students were. So I was learning my content and seeing other students so I can also follow them too. Same thing happened on Thursday. So all of a sudden, I was practicing every single day. So when I see my past and see how far I have taken me, how a sole decision to pursue a goal, to stay oriented, no matter the years of preparation, no matter how many difficulties you face, I see Reya's story too. I believe there were days that your body was tired, Reya, and your mind was in a different place. Days where you wanted to be with your friends, but the fire burning inside of you, the passion was there to always remind you of what you really want and you're capable of accomplishing. So you chose the hard route, the one who will always give you the best results: hard work, commitment, and true learning. Just as this is today's performance by Reya. Many years learning, making mistakes, correcting them, refining them, developing the complete understanding, personal competition with yourself, to then refine yourself and acquire the essence, the impact you make to those around you and the ones who see you as a role model, to set up goals for themselves, developing skills that are completely transferable at college level and as a professional world. Today, your guru's patience will be rewarded when they see you. So I invite you today to join me in congratulating Reya for her outstanding achievement in life and to wish her a prosperous future in all of her goals. I'm humbled to be part of this special moment for her. Many thanks, many thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Rovira, for those excellent words. Please accept this token of appreciation from the Patel family for your presence today. Aarti School of Indian Dance was founded in 1981 under the guidance of Mrs. Revati Satyu, one of the pioneers of Bharatanatyam in the US. Classes are offered in 3 different locations. While instruction in Bharatanatyam forms the core learning, students are also trained in Indian folk and semi-classical dances. The annual dance workshops with the master teachers from India and other places enables the students to have varied and enriching experiences as they strive to rise to the school's motto, excellence in dance education. For more information on classes or further details about the school, please email us at arati.dance@gmail.com. That's ARATHI.DANCE@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Aarti School San Antonio. Again, that's at Aarti School San Antonio. The time a student graduates in Bharatanatyam is not based on the years of training or age of the student. Readiness of the student is determined by their ability to have learned amargam, a set of 9 to 10 dances, retain it in their brain, and execute it with physical perfection and aesthetics in front of a discerning audience. Bharatanatyam is unique among classical dances in that it has a huge component of abhinaya, showing emotions. It requires a lot of emotional and physical maturity to be able to transform oneself into different characters that one is portraying. Second, the readiness of the family to host the event. It is an important milestone in a Bharatanatyam student's journey. I quote Rajmati: "You can get married many times, but you can only have one Arangetram." The next dance is a Padam, Annapurne Sadapurne. This is a beautiful composition by the great Muthuswami Dikshitar. The song begins with the shloka on Devi, who nourishes all living beings. That is chanted before a meal. Annapurna is the goddess of food. She herself is the mother Parvati, wife of Lord Shiva, and she supplies food to humanity. Here, the dancer says, "Replete with food, perfect at all times, beloved charmer of Shankara's life. O Parvati, give me alms for fulfillment of knowledge and detachment." Originally choreographed by Guru Revati Satyu, founder of Guru of Arti School, Annapurne Sadapurne, in Raga Nashika Bhushani and Adi Talam, choreographed by Guru Malti Koli.
Reya, that was a beautiful and touching dance. I am delighted to introduce Reya's sister, Trina Patel. Trina was also a student of the Aarti School and along the way has watched her sister grow and blossom into the beautiful dancer she is today. She is currently a 9th grader at Basis Chavano High School. Please welcome Trina.
Hi, I hope you've been enjoying these performances as much as I am. Raven has spent so much time practicing for these dances today. When she first started learning all of her dances, I would always be so sad because she would always be at class or she would always be practicing and I would never get to hang out with her. But since school started, every night we would make a deal where I would watch her dance and she would go through them and I would just critique her on anything and then she would help me with math homework. And then, even though I've seen these dances hundreds of times, they look so much more amazing today. Ever since we were small, I've always looked up to her in dance. No matter what type of dance it was, there are countless videos where I'm trying to copy what she's doing. And she's such an exceptional dancer. For Diwali and our Bollywood performances, she would always be front and center at all the performances, and she would always be asked to demonstrate, and she would be the first person we'd go to for questions. Aside from dance, I've always looked up to her in everything. She's so smart, and I've always been able to go to her when I had questions. She's probably taught me more than my own teachers by re-explaining all the material. Even though we both get frustrated when she tries to help me, she continues to come when I ask, and she helps me more. Even during quarantine, she'd always be helping me. It was so fun then because we would be watching shows all the time, and we spent so much time with each other. We also made many TikToks that are thankfully drafted. And then she always knows how to make me laugh, and she always knows how to make anyone happier. When I went on a trip with Jaina and Misha Ben, I still FaceTime her every day for like 2 hours while they were all taking a nap. Besides that, I've never spent more than a night without her. No matter where we go, we're always together. Most of my friends from school don't have like a strong bond with their sisters, so I'm glad that me and her do. We're practically stuck together like glue. I don't know what I'll do when she goes to college. I'll barely be able to see her, and it'll be weird since we're always together. I'll miss all of our car rides where we're blasting music. I'll miss us playing volleyball at night. I'll miss watching all of our shows together and late night conversations, and I'll even miss awkwardly standing with her and following her around when we're at someone's house. And most of all, I'll miss dancing with her. I would forget all the problems we had, and it would always be the things that I missed the most. In the end, if you can hear me backstage, thank you for being my inspiration. I'm so proud of you for finally graduating, and you're doing so amazing. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing those lovely words and anecdotes about Reya. We now move to a Padam, Dolam, Dolra, Dolario. In this bhajan, composed by Sadhu Akshar Jivan Das, the composer uses the metaphor of a pot of water swinging back and forth, for the heart of the devotee swinging, welcoming the God Almighty into the heart. The choreographer has envisioned the procession of Lord Swami Narayan approaching with elephants and horses, drums and trumpets, and the people of the town preparing to welcome him. Sung by Uday Majudar, Reya will be joined by the group dancers Jaina and Misha Patel. Dolam Dolra Dolario, choreographed by Guru Rajam Ramamurthy.
હે ડોલમ ડોલરા ડોલરિયો આમણે આંગણે આવનો રામ ઘરમાં દીવા વેરા ટમટમ અંતારે ઉજળે આમણા રામ હે ડોલમ ડોલરા ડોલરિયો આમણે આંગણે આવનો રામ ઘરમાં દીવા વેરા ટમટમ અંતારે ઉજળે આમણા રામ ધીરે ધીરે આવનો સ્વામી મોટી ને ફૂલડે વધાયો રામ ઘરમાં દીવા વેરા ટમટમ અંતાર ઉજળે આમણા રામ હે ડોલમ ડોલરા ડોલરિયો આમણે આંગણે આવનો રામ ઘરમાં દીવા વેરા ટમટમ અંતારે ઉજળે આમણા રામ દરિયો છલકાય નોરારામ હિરનો તે આજ વરાત પડનો દરિયો છલકાય નોરારામ પ્રમુખ સ્વામી આવીના દર્શન હમણાં પાપ ધુવાયનારા ઘરમાં દીવા વેરા ટમટમ અંતારે ઉજળે આમણારા ડોલમ ડોલરા ડોલરિયો આમણે આંગણે આવનો રામ ઘરમાં દીવા વેરા ટમટમ અંતારે ઉજળે આમણારા આવનો સ્વામી આવનો રા આવનો આંગણે આવનો રા તું તે આમણો તારણહાર રાખણહાર પાલનહાર આવનો સ્વામી આપનો રા આવનો આંગણે આવનો રા 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 આવનો સ્વામી
We want to take this opportunity to acknowledge Mrs. Neha Shah, who helped with the translation of Gujarati song. Neha Auntie is a respiratory therapist. Her love for dance is evident in the fact that she frequently participates in group dances during Diwali. She has also nurtured her daughter, Prachi, to study dance. Prachi did her Arangetram a few years ago. We are very fortunate in this community to have scholars with in-depth knowledge of languages. We turn to them for help. Language connects people. It opens new worlds. Before we move on to the next dance, I wanted to briefly take a moment to give you notice of our upcoming performances. The Aarti School of Indian Dance will be performing at the Indian Association of San Antonio, or IASA Diwali program, which will be held on the evening of Saturday, October 30th, in the outdoor pavilion of the San Antonio Shrine Auditorium. Also, coming in as a ray of sunshine after more than a year of limited performances, we have been invited to perform at a red carpet film festival awards ceremony in Austin on November 14th. This will be our first out-of-town performance after many years. The Aarti School is proud to collaborate with the Kannada Sangha of San Antonio. For this unique event, we'll give more details as we get closer to the date. Tillana has its origins in Tharana of Kathak and enables the dancer to revel in pure rhythm. It is the culmination of a Bharatanatyam program that provides an opportunity to excel in pure nritta. Reya learned this dance in the UTSA Natyam workshop given by the master guru Rama Vaidyanathan. A project spanning multiple years of planning, conceived by Guru Rajam Ramamurthy. The Natyam Level 3 course was held last summer at UTSA. In collaboration with all the Bharatanatyam dance schools of San Antonio, this college-credited course provided intense training for higher-level students, as well an exploration on various topics leading to becoming a professional dancer. Reya had the honor of attending this course and learned this item then. Tillana in Raga Madhuvanti and Adi Talam, choreographed by Guru Rama Vaidyanathan.
तकधीं तदीं जं तणं ततों धृधीं धीं 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 तदीं जं तणं ततों धृधीं न धृतनि तों धृतानि तकधीं तदीं जं तणं ततों धृधीं न धृतनि तों धृतानि तकधीं तदीं जं तणं ततों धृधीं न धृतनि तों धृतानि तकधीं तदीं जं तणं ततों धृधीं न धृतनि तों धृतानि तकधीं तदीं जं तणं ततों धृधीं nadritani tondratani takadim tadim 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 jam tanam tatondridim 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 nadritani tondratani tadaratani dim taratani dim dim tom dim jam dim takadim tadim jam tanam tatondridim nadritani tondratani tadaratani dim taratani dim dim tom dim jam dim takadim tadim jam tanam tatondridim nadritani tondratani 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 tadaratani dim taratani dim dim tom dim jam dim takadim tadim jam tanam tatondridim nadritani tondratani tadaratani dim taratani dim dim tom dim jam dim takadim tadim jam tanam tatondridim nadritani tondratani tadaratani dim taratani dim dim tom dim jam dim takadim tadim jam tanam tatondridim nadritani tondratani tadaratani dim taratani dim dim tom dim jam dim takadim tadim jam tanam tatondridim nadritani tondratani tadaratani dim taratani dim dim tom dim jam dim takadim tadim jam tanam tatondridim nadritani tondratani tadaratani dim taratani dim dim tom dim jam dim takadim tadim jam tanam tatondridim nadritani tondratani tadaratani takajam tanam tatom hridim takajam tanam tatom hridim takitajam tanam tatom hridim
That was exciting, Reya. This is the moment in an Arangetram that all graduates worked hard, so hard to achieve. That is, receiving the graduation award. I request Deepthi Patel, Reya's mother, to introduce the gurus, Rajam Ramamurthy, Malti Kohli, Asha John, and Janavi Rajagopal, who will be honored by the student, Reya, who takes their blessings.
Rajam Ramamurthy is Professor Emeritus in the Department of Pediatrics at the UT Health. She held the endowed professorship in premature infant development and is the recipient of the Rhoda Award, one of the highest awards for teaching excellence given by the UT Board of Regents. She has taken this experience in pediatrics and child development and has implemented a development-oriented approach to dance teaching, giving the dance curriculum an expensive academic approach. Malti Kohli is a psychiatrist who retired this March after 35 years in private practice. She has focused on PTSD and is well recognized for her management of this ailment. When she was in medical school in Moscow, she benefited from studying with teachers in the Russian Ballet School and has performed in many programs. Well-versed in the Sanskritam language, she is the go-to person for the school for interpretation of stories. Both the senior gurus are founder members of Aarti School and have taught dance for the past 40 years. Asha John holds a degree in engineering specializing in computer engineering. She joined the Aarti School as its artistic director in 2015. Besides Bharatanatyam, she is trained in Kuchipudi, Kathakali, and Mohini Attam, all classical dances of India. She established dance schools in other cities where she moved to, with her husband, Dr. Bicho John, when he was doing his residency and fellowship in gastroenterology. She brings a wealth of experience and excellent choreography skills. Janvi Rajagopal is the newest addition to the faculty. She is a graduate of UTSA and is currently at USAA. She graduated from Aarti School in the year 2000. She was trained by gurus Revati Satyu, Prasanna Kasturi, Rajam Ramamurthy, and Malti Kohli. She has recently moved back to San Antonio with her husband, Jeet, and son, Kirtan.
It is a tradition of Aarti School to garland the new graduate by the immediate past graduate. Pooja, who graduated on August 14th, will garland Reya and read the dancer's oath.
This garland is made of natural flowers, beautiful and delicate, like the responsibility of having learned this divine art. It is a delicate balance of maintaining the core values while venturing boldly with innovations, which keeps the art vibrant. The dancer's oath. Use the art to benefit good causes. Always support the practitioners of this art form, particularly those who teach it, with respect and generosity. Promote the arts by learning, teaching, or just being there to appreciate it. Display this art only in appropriate venues to discerning audiences. These words were spoken to me when I received the garland this past August. I am passing on the tradition of 50 graduates who preceded me and the awesome responsibility that goes with it to you. Congratulations on this major milestone. You are the 52nd graduate of our school. You begin a new era for our school. Together, we will help take the school to greater heights. I now invite Guru Malati Kohli to share a few words about Reya.
Distinguished guests of honor, ladies and gentlemen, Namaste. About 13 years ago, an eager grandmother and mother brought a cute little girl to the Aarti School of Indian Dance. Both mother and grandmother were eager to start Bharatanatyam classes for their little Reya, who was only 3 years old at that time. Reya was a curious and active child with vivacious eyes and very cute smile. She turned out to be a quick learner. We delighted in her early child steps. However, when she was 2 years into the class, she met with an accident and sustained a severe fracture of her thigh bone. Everyone was concerned about whether she will be even able to walk, let alone dance and regain her strength again. Thanks to the Almighty, she healed well and could not wait to start her dance classes again. Reya persevered with such determination that today she successfully completed her Bharatanatyam Arangetram. Such an event is not possible without a complete dedication by the family. Reya's parents, and particularly her grandmother, were enthusiastically supporting her endeavors in this dance. Reya is the first person in their family to have completed the Arangetram. She did admirably well. Don't you agree? Reya trained vigorously for the past few months in person classes. She learned most of her dances in the Zoom classes due to this pandemic, which interrupted every one of our lives. The grandmother who brought the child to Arati school is none other than Mrs. Leela Patel, a well known personality in the San Antonio community. Leela and Ravi Patel are one of the earliest families settled in San Antonio. They both served and contributed to the growth of India Association in San Antonio. Leela is an avid dancer herself, and she has choreographed many Ras and Garbas. She has performed for the India Association of San Antonio Diwali functions and the Festival of India, and also city functions such as Folklike Festival and Nayosa. Leela is a community leader and served as the president of India Association. She is an able administrator and leader of the community. She has always supported arts, dance, and Arati school in particular. Like I said earlier, such a feat of training for over 12, 13, 14 years, and then culminating in the graduation ceremony, approved by the august presence of audience such as you and the family and friends, is not possible. Like I said, both parents and particularly grandparents have been the backbone and encouraging Reya to complete this endeavor. Leela wholeheartedly supported Reya and her sister Trina in their dance endeavor. Deepthi Patel, Reya's mother, is an alumni of the Arati School of Indian Dance. I'm sure I just talked to her behind the stage. I said, don't you feel you should have been in that place, Deepthi? I think she yearns that she completed and did her own Arangetram. It's still not too late, Deepthi. I congratulate Reya for her accomplishment and dedication, especially after having sustained such a serious fracture. That shows that if a student sets her mind to do, she will cross all kinds of hurdles and complete the task. And Reya is a good example of that. I wish her a fulfilling life in her dance career and all success in all walks of her life. Today, I am sure Leela and Deepthi are very proud of Reya. Now, I would like to invite our dear friend Leela Patel to the stage to accept a token of our appreciation for her years of service to the community and to the dance school and arts in general. May I invite Ms. Leela Patel. Dr. Rajam Ramamurthy will do the honor of presenting the token of our appreciation. Ladies and gentlemen, Leela Patel.
Students of Arati School traditionally present an item at their Arangetram for which they select the song. Reya has selected the song Silsila Ye Chahataka from the movie Devdas. Reya performs this dance with her cohorts Arti Benoy, Pooja Rajaram, Trina Patel, Shivi Goyal, Gitanjali Denton, and Reya Lalit. Silsila Ye Chahataka, choreographed by Guru Asha John. Please welcome Deepthi Patel, Reya's mom, for vote of thanks.
Reya, oh my God, that was amazing. What do you guys think? She looked absolutely astonishing. Reya, from the first performance of yours back in 2008 to now, I'm going to try to control the tears. You bring joy to me every time I watch you. If anyone truly knows me, it would be my girls. I am always front and center with a camcorder and a smile on my face, reminding them to smile while they are performing. And of course, like always, you hear a scream in the recording, and yes, that's me cheering them on. Even my nieces know that's the Pufoy. Reya, I am so proud of your accomplishments. You have worked countless hours preparing for this event. Just to get an idea of her schedule for the last 2 months, she would leave school, go to dance practice, and then go back to school for volleyball practice or a game. Then she would come home exhausted, trying to tell me her day, while at the same time meeting deadlines for college applications and essays. In addition to all of that, Reya would escort her sister to her games or get dinner in between the events. This was a busy schedule for her for the last 2 months. This was all happening at the same time, and I am sure now she is relieved that she can take a break, but not for long, because she is still an intern at the school, teaching the younger children what she learned many years ago. If anyone knows Reya, they know how passionate she is about dance. She always gives it her best. If she ever felt in doubt about a performance or knew that she did not get enough practice, Reya would get a nervous feeling in her stomach and in her heart. Reya knew she could not perform confidently because she did not want to make a mistake which would affect everyone else. When it comes to dance, she is a perfectionist. So for all the children who Reya is teaching during her internship, you are very lucky to have her as your teacher's assistant. Reya, it was just under 2 years ago when we started to help you train for this event. And now we are here at your unforgettable graduation. And of course, without the help of many people, we all wouldn't be here. First of all, the gurus. Rajamanti, I know I tried your class when I was little, as everyone knows, since Malti Auntie kind of mentioned that. I didn't quite finish, but I am glad to say that at least somebody in my family did. Reya. It takes a lot of patience for all the teachers to do what they do with these kids. And it is unbelievable where they are at. Malti Auntie, Reya enjoys your stories about all the songs. And of course, the food you fed her every time she had practice at your house. She came home always bragging as how good it was. Asha, for your modern touch and detail orientation about every dance. She loved how modern songs were choreographed into Bharatanatyam. And just FYI, this last dance, I was not allowed to see it till today. So it was a surprise to me as well. Janvi, I know you just joined the school, but we really appreciated all the critiques you gave Reya during rehearsal, and you have been awesome backstage in preparation for this event, from early this morning trying to get everything set up, and right now continuously making sure everything is smooth. Thank you to the gurus. We would, of course, like to thank Jerry, and his crew here at UTSA Buena Vista Theater, which they're busy working up at the top. The renovations and the updated equipment really amplified the experience of this performance. We would like to also thank Ageless Moments Photography by Michael Talamantes. As you probably noticed during the event, taking candid moments somewhere there. He was also the one who took all those beautiful pictures of Reya in the foyer and on the program guide over 2 months ago. The quality of his pictures are just phenomenal. Of course, during the photo shoot, it would not have been as successful without the makeup artist, Aditi Wazir, who has such a strong passion about her work that did an amazing job. She was also the master of Reya's astonishing look today. And of course, many of you know that normally Kalpnanti is the master for doing the hair, costume, and jewelry. Well, at times when she's not around, she trains some wonderful ladies. Jansi Ambati and Ramya Jaiprakash were the ones who patiently got her dressed for her photo shoot 2 months ago. They did absolutely awesome. And today, Ramya and Deepa Balkrishna, which is a parent of a graduate as well, did an amazing job in making sure Reya was comfortable, making sure that, hey, if they see a mishap, they go running backstage. Thank you, ladies. Now, keep in mind, to this day, it was always me who did that. I always did her hair, I always did her makeup. She never trusted anyone, and today I was relieved of these duties to these wonderful ladies. Again, thank you. We would also like to thank VJ Tailoring from Bengaluru, India, for the perfect fitting costumes that you all saw Reya wearing today. All of these were sent over by WhatsApp, email, measurements, and sent by mail to us. Thank you very much. We would also like to thank Leela Patel, Kiran Patel, Jatin Bai from Dallas, and the wonderful family and friends who helped them make the wonderful snacks and refreshments that you will be enjoying after the performance. I would also like to thank the printing company, One Stop Printing Solution, for the program guide. They did an absolute beautiful job on that. And of course, I would like to personally thank all my friends, family, dance students, parents, the interns, that all helped out in the background with preparing for this event. We had so many last-minute changes, and we all managed and still were able to execute this seamlessly. From the decorations, the reminders, picking up last-minute items, the extra hands backstage, and of course, the parents who just recently had their daughters Arangetram in the last 6 months. They were considered the experts at it. Thank you. Last but not least, Reya prepared this event, along with everyone else who I mentioned above, for everyone here. Our friends, family, co-workers from here in town, and those who traveled from afar, and who we can't forget those that are online watching this live stream right now. Thank you very much for attending and watching Reya at this beautiful event. She did an amazing performance, and I am sure you can all agree. Please give a round of applause to everyone here, especially Reya. I think we can do a better job than that. Let's make sure she can hear us backstage. Again. Thank you.
Reya has chosen to do a special dance and dedicates this dance to Leelaba, Leela Patel, maternal grandmother, who used to sing this song to her when she was a little girl. This will be followed by the traditional Mangalam. Mangalam is a traditional conclusion to the program. The dancer thanks God, the gurus, and the audience. This, Reya will be joined by group dancers Om Patel, Hema Krishnamurthy, Sanvi Rajapati, Aradhana Nair, Krista Chiramal, Nunta J. Prakash, Parvati Kaushik, Riya Vazir, and Anne Cyril. Mangalam, choreographed by Guru Rajam Ramamurthy.
Finally over. I started preparing for my Arangetram just over 2 years ago, and it's been amazing. Bharatanatyam has been such a big part of my life since I was 3 years old. From the weekly Friday classes to the fun summer camps, dancing at Arthi School never changed. Even all my family and friends knew we're never available on Fridays. I am so excited to see where dancing will take me in college because it is the one thing I will never give up. This program could not have been done without the help of so many people. Thank you to all the gurus who taught me these dances and made it so fun. I made so many memories in this process that I will never forget. Thank you to Rajamanti for spending countless hours teaching me these unique dances and always having grapes on standby for all of us. Thank you to Malti Auntie who enlightened me on the history of our heritage during our dance classes and always fed me the most delicious food. Thank you to Asha Auntie for being able to quickly produce extraordinary choreography, which I absolutely love. Also to Janavi Auntie for giving me helpful critiques and helping us all set up this program. Thank you also to my parents for working so hard on this program, especially my mom for always taking me to dance class and making it a priority for the family no matter what else was going on. This would not be happening without you and Leelaba's encouragement to complete my graduation and making it happen, from our entire game room being filled up with decorations to working every day on it. Thank you to Dad for always taking me to dance class and helping me complete this goal, and for the food. I also want to thank my sister for always making me practice and encouraging me the entire time, while also taking horrible pictures of me while practicing. I love you all so much. I also want to thank my friends who always gave me advice during this process and for being so understanding, especially when I had dance class after school and many days during the week. Thanks to my dance group as well for helping me complete this and participating in all my dances. Thank you to Uma, who recently passed away. She was all our role models and inspired me so much to continue dancing. My Alari Poo, which she wanted to see, is dedicated to her. We will all miss you, Uma. And lastly, thanks to all the people who also took time out of their schedule to see me on this day, and to those from out of town. Whether you are online or in person, it means so much that you could support me today. This would not be complete without you all. Thank you.
Thanks to all of you for your presence, both in person and online. Reya will come to the foyer with you. Please join us in the adjoining reception hall to continue the celebrations. Good evening and have a safe ride back home.
अजं निर्विकल्पम् निरामयम् परं निर्गुणम्